So let us talk about wireless communication today. We'll be talking about what is wireless communication, the modes of wireless communication. Specifically, there are four. We'll talk about Bluetooth, NFC, that is near field communication, Wi-Fi and Li-Fi. And what are the advantages of this wireless communication, and then the disadvantages. Finally, we'll conclude. So what is wireless communication? In common language or layman language, it is communication in which information is transferred from source to destination between two or more points, any points. Without any wire, there has to be no wire. If it is not wire, then we call it as a wireless communication. So as I earlier mentioned, there are basically four modes of wireless communication. First is Bluetooth. Second is NFC, that is near field communication. Then we have a Wi-Fi, that is wireless fidelity. Then Li-Fi, today people are talking about this a lot. This is light fidelity. Let us start with Bluetooth first. What is Bluetooth? Bluetooth is a method for data communication that is used for short range radio links. Short range radio links to replace cables between computers and their connected units. So this was named on Danish King Harald Bluetooth, and the name was received from this, the Bluetooth, and it has nothing to do with some blue stuff or tooth stuff, and it was developed in Scandinavia. Now how does this Bluetooth works? How does it work? Bluetooth networking transmit data via low power radio waves. Okay, these are low power radio waves, and it communicates on a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. This is very important. You should know for every communication on which frequency it works. So Bluetooth works in 2.45, and the most important thing is Bluetooth doesn't require line of sight between communicating devices, and Bluetooth can connect up to 8 devices simultaneously. You can connect 8 devices simultaneously, and Bluetooth uses a technique called spread spectrum frequency hopping, SSFH, that is spread spectrum frequency hopping. This is the underlying technology on which Bluetooth works. And Bluetooth is essentially a networking standard that works at two levels. It provides agreement at the physical level. Bluetooth is a radio frequency standard, and also it provides agreement at the protocol level. First, physical level, because we are talking about two levels. It is essentially a networking standard that works at two levels. First level is the physical level. The second level is the protocol level. So which on this protocol level, where products have to agree on when bits are sent, how many will be sent at a time, and how the parties in the conversation can be sure that the message received is the same as the message sent. So there are various applications of Bluetooth. You have Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth headphones, cableless connection to the printers, Bluetooth keyboard, and these are just few. There's various applications of Bluetooth available. Now we'll come to near field communication, that is NFC. NFC. What is NFC? NFC is again a short range high frequency wireless communication, because for wireless this NFC and Bluetooth, they are short range and high frequency wireless, whereas Bluetooth was not. It was radio waves, and this communication technology that enables the exchange of data between devices over about 10 centimeter distance, right? Over 10 centimeter distance. So it allows devices to establish peer-to-peer radio communication, again radio communication, passing data from one device to another by touching them or putting them very close together. So we have a distance which is limited, and in this limited distance, either you touch them or put them very close. This is how NFC works. Now, the actual working is NFC came out of RFID. This is radio frequency identification, and this is the technology used by superstores, various other people to keep track of goods. So it uses electromagnetic induction in order to transmit information. It uses electromagnetic induction in order to transmit information. This is what NFC is all about. So NFC is similar technology, but standardized for actually consumer smartphones. It was actually based on RFID. Now it has been customized for the smartphones. So NFC means sending data over radio waves. Again, I mentioned this Bluetooth and this NFC as radio waves, and in that sense it is similar to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, right? Because Wi-Fi and Bluetooth both uses radio waves only. But unlike this protocol and like RFID, NFC can be used to induce electric currents within passive components as well as just send data. So there are dual advantages of this NFC. Apart from sending data, this can be used to induce electric currents within passive components, and it is faster than Bluetooth. One more plus of Bluetooth over NFC over Bluetooth. So this is how diagrammatically I can make you understand. These are the contactless cards. You have a mobile phone, and this is a NFC mobile phone with multiple contactless card. This is how it works. You just use that RFID in mobile terms, and the communication goes like this. So let us again revisit the benefits over Bluetooth. The significant advantage of NFC over Bluetooth is shorter setup time, first of all, and due to its shorter range, NFC provides a higher degree of security than Bluetooth and makes NFC suitable for crowded areas. And NFC can also work when one of the devices is not powered by battery. Wow, this is a very important thing. And unlike Bluetooth, no pairing core is needed, because this is how short of setup time is achieved. Now, applications of NFC chips or tags are very small in size, and it can be embedded in the movie posters, real estate agent posters. So this is so handy, and you can use in healthcare department. NFC will replace your car keys, ID badges, and credit debit cards in your future, and implementation in food packaging, flyers, merchandises as well. Now let us come to the third wireless communication technology, that is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. It allows you to access the internet while on the move. So you can remain online while moving from one area to another, and while on go. So Wi-Fi enable computers send and receive data indoors and out, anywhere within the range of the base station. That is a Wi-Fi router. So Wi-Fi, it's just as fast as cable modem communication. Sometimes I assume that is more faster than that. Low speed cable communication. So Wi-Fi is a generic term that refers to IEEE 802.11. Please remember this. This is IEEE standard 802.11b communication standard of wireless local area network, WLAN. So especially it is a wireless LAN. We generally talk about Wi-Fi hotspot. So hotspot is any location where Wi-Fi network access is made publicly available. So hotspots are available with broadband internet connection and one or more access points that allow users to access the internet wirelessly. These hotspots can be set up in any public location that can support an internet connection, and this all the location discussed below are example of hotspot. Let me tell them verbally. A railway station, a bus station, a movie hall, various hotspots are there. These are how Wi-Fi enabled devices look like. These are radio signals. You have Wi-Fi access point. That is what I was saying. This is the Wi-Fi router. This is a hotspot. You are 100 meter indoors. If you are moving around, if you are indoors 100 meter, you can get this data or communication, and if you are outside, it will provide you up to 300 meter outdoors. So this is LAN. Actually, this is a wireless LAN. So you have internet is connected to your through DSL, digital subscriber line broadband link, and this router actually it throws or it gives the radio waves, and these mobile or these devices, they catches these radio signals. This is how it works. And as I mentioned, that there are various hotspots location which are discussed, like airport, hotel, resorts, restaurant, coffee shops, bookshop, shopping malls. And please don't forget your house. If your house is big, there are so many people, so many devices, you can connect them through Wi-Fi. And there are several online services allow you to find these hotspot locations. Now comes to the latest technology, that is Li-Fi technology. What is Li-Fi? Li-Fi means LED, light emitting diode. You add Wi-Fi to it, it becomes Li-Fi. This is light fidelity. Li-Fi is a transmission of data through illumination by taking the fiber out of fiber optics by sending data through LED light bulbs. Now you are sending the data through LED light bulbs, the normal bulb you use. So this varies in intensity faster than human eye can follow. So data is coming, and because human eye has certain limitation, so this intensity the guy cannot understand. This is how this is used, and the things are going on, but you may not recognize. So it is fast and cheap wireless communication system, which is optical version of Wi-Fi. Optical version of Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi, Li-Fi is optical Wi-Fi. So if LED is on, this is light emitting diode is on, then we transmit a digital server 1, and if LED is off, then we transmit a digital signal 0. But this 1 and 0, this on and off will not be, you cannot perceive it through your naked eyes. These are the construction and working of Li-Fi. You have internet server, you have modem, you have a cloud, any combination, and this is the streaming content. This data goes to the LED lamp. LED throws the data. There is a photo detector. This received data. The photo detector received this data, which has been sent by your LED lamp. So essentially, the data is changing from LED lamp to some bits, and this is been accepted by photo or detected by photo detector. Again, this coding, maybe in light coding, it is changed into again a digital form, and this is how it has been processed by amplification and processing. And your computer or your system or your device, it gets the data which is coming from here. So this is sent to this data through LED lamp and photo detector combination. Now let us see the comparison between Li-Fi and Wi-Fi. This light fidelity, it has a speed around 1 Gbps transfer speed, and wireless fidelity has around 150 Mbps. The carrier is light in light fidelity, and wireless it is using a radio spectrum. The spectrum range is 10,000 more than this frequency spectrum range. The cost is cheaper because you have a free band, you don't have to buy it, and expensive in comparison to Li-Fi because it uses the radio spectrum. And the network technology or the topology is light fidelity is point to point. Again, this is point to point, so there is no difference between this. And operating frequency, light fidelity, it is hundreds of terahertz, and while wireless fidelity has 2.4 gigahertz. The applications of Li-Fi in vehicles and traffic signals, in aircrafts and underwater, hospitals, street lamps, petroleum and chemical industry. These are just a glimpse. There are numerous applications in which this can be used. What are the advantages of wireless communication? First of all, it is wireless. You don't have to worry about all the wires. Wire is actually a problem. And the speed, the cost, the durability, the flexibility, and the place of device. Then the disadvantages is, first of all, I must start with the security issue. Because it is wireless, then it is less secure than wire. While the power consumption is quite high, because again, since it is wireless, the amplification, the power needs to be more to transfer the signals and to receive the signals. Also, the compatibility issues are there, but still, latest technology have overcome that to a bit. So thank you so much. Hope you got a bit idea about wireless communication and these 4 technologies which I introduced. If you're interested, you can go to greater detail. Thank you so much. Take care.